Hey, it's me, Critsy. Welcome back to Sorcery. Are you excited? I'm excited. This is my favorite right now. Are you ready to listen to me speak in a monotone voice and stutter over all my words and obnoxiously drink coffee and refuse to do any silly voices because I'm shy? Oh boy, I am. 1 second. This is having a weird time in OBS. There we go. Anyway, last time we left off, I thought there was some kind of puzzle here, but on second thought, I think it's just... I think the light just dies in two things, and it doesn't change what you see. So if you look at everything... Okay, floor, ceiling, we've already read all this. In the ceiling, there are a few carvings. Look at the walls. It's too dark. It's too dark. What's going on? Sun, again. Alright, look at the walls. Okay, you head to the back of the cave. This is one that we haven't seen yet. Trace the symbols you can see through the dust and grime, but nothing of significance stands out to your eyes. Look them over again. You use the moment of light to look around at the carvings once more, but most have worn away over the centuries, or drilled out by drips of water and dust and dirt. Okay, there you go. Look at the shards again. Great loss. Orbs are quite rare. Yeah, see, somebody suggested in the comments that I should, that there is a spell to repair things, but, like, the thing is, I don't have enough of the orb, right? Like, we've seen broken orbs 3 times. They never give me an option to keep the shards of the orb. I would. If I had the option, I definitely would, because I am a... Well, okay, hello. Alright, the poem. Find something or other in water, right? There was, like, a lot more to the poem. I wish you would... Hang on, how many of these are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... There's 7 serpents, right? So, like... I imagine there's probably 1 in every area. So then, like, hang on. Let me, mute this for you so you don't get your eardrums blasted out while I'm in my inventory. You know, the obnoxious inventory music. 7 serpents. Right, yeah, I already clicked through some of these. 7 serpents on your journey. Alright, wall of the cave. Look for water in deep water. Yeah, because, like, all of these are titled in capitals. Scratch into the wall of the cave where the words, "The ferryman has an air of deceit." Okay, so where would that be? Shh, shh, I'm waiting for the music to go away. Ferryman, air of deceit. I mean, boat. There is a boat. Good lord. These hints, they're too great for me, too expansive. Oh, jeez. I don't know, let's just kind of walk around, then. Let's just walk around this area and refuse to leave until I find a snake. Okay, leave. But there's no way down. Oh no! What can I do about that? I don't know. Jump out the cave. I am gonna need to rest soon. Yes. Yes, there's no choice but to jump. Oh, there we go. Alley-oop. Yes. Move on. Okay, so we've already gone up to the tubes into the plane. I want to explore whatever this thing is, and I also want to explore that, so I'm thinking, alright, maybe we can, like, hit the road, go north up there, and then over there, and then north up into this area of the plane, right? I'm imagining time is going to be a whole thing, so, like, maybe this time all I really need to do is gather supplies, right? You know, some fancy-pantsy magical artifacts or something. Follow the cliff for why? Now, follow the road. Let's see, you follow the old road. The sun begins to dip, heading towards the horizon. A road this wide must have once carried carts and wagons, but where to? Somewhere past the Battleback Ridge is the famed forest of Santa, perhaps the type of place a serpent might live. The blasted tree, the marred cliff. I want to get to that thing. And also that tree sounds rad. You leave the road and walk across the desolate plain. The wind picks up as the evening draws on. It will be night soon again, already. After a while of walking, you see something break into the monotony. Too tall and thin for a skewer of rock or a building, you cannot place it until you get closer. It's a single tree, leafless and dead, tilting from the desolate soil. Look up at the tree. The tree must have been the last remnant of an ancient forest, though why this particular trunk has survived when all the others fell is not clear. Climb the branches of this dead, ancient, dry tree? Thinking you could get a better view of the land from the upper branches, you swing yourself onto the lowest bough and up to the next. A moment later, you are on the ground with a painful thump. You didn't slip. You reached for a branch, and suddenly it wasn't there. There we go. Some more coffee. Stop stuttering. You try climbing once more, but this time all the lower branches of the tree lift like one. Like a dancer raising the hem of its cloak before it begins to spin. You step back, watching the lifeless tree. The branches hover a moment, then lower back down. We're not going to investigate that! You turn to walk away across the tree when you are arrested by a sound. It's a voice. Stranger! The voice is faint, yet echoing. Stranger! Look for the speaker. It's a tree, isn't it? One second here. Yep. Sorry, I was getting something for a gag if it does turn out to be the tree. Cast a spell. Let's see what spells we can cast. Tell? Maybe. Valid. If it's a psychic tree, maybe. Hot? Burn the fucking tree, the psychic ancient tree? Sus? No. No, just tell. Quiet. Shh. Consulting the constellations above, you cast a spell, pulling on the cloth skullcap as you do so. But what you find is not what you expect. There are no humans, or even any creatures in the vicinity. Instead, there is an intelligence, something heavy and dark and thick, with thoughts like ancient oil. Talk to the mind, yes. Oh, radical. I like that art. You reach out further, trying to connect with this strange, other presence. You seem to make no progress, and then the spell fades and you open your eyes, to find yourself staring at another pair, formed by the curved twigs of the tree itself. Stranger, the tree face declares wistfully, you are lost. What makes you say I'm lost? All who enter this place are lost. This is a land accursed. Every soul within is lost. Will you aid me? The branches flutter and break a sudden gust of wind. Okay. That's the Deku Tree theme from Zelda. I should just restart the episode right now. That's... The branches flutter and break in a sudden gust of wind, the face disappearing for a long moment. You seek the whereabouts of the Shadrock of Barubak, the face declares. Where will I find him? Turn like a leaf in the morning, the face replies, sighing a deep sorrow of ash and autumn color. To the Fishtail Rock. He is expecting you. Another stronger breeze catches the branches and disturbs them, and when they settle, the face has disappeared. Come back! You shout, but your words have no effect. Wait. You wait a moment longer, but it's no good. You walk away from the shade of the tree. Is that the Fishtail Rock? Or is the Fishtail Rock? Where's the right, so turn like a leaf in the wind. Well, where do leaves turn in the morning? Eastward. Yep, east. That's where I was going anyway. That's what I was doing anyway. Can I get any better information out of Mr. Tree? You think? Help? Maybe. Look up at the tree. Radical. Move on.
Stranger!
Look for the speaker. Cast a spell. Tell. Listen. You stay silent and listen. You hear slow, murmuring thoughts echoing backwards and forwards as though they were being whispered at the end of a long, long tunnel. But they are words. But if there are words, they're in a language you don't know. Talk to the mind. Oh, I could have cast another spell? Whoa, wait, hang on. I can chain together spells? Hey, give me a second here. Give me a second. Look up the tree. Move on.
Stranger! Stranger!
Look for the speaker. Cast Tell. Tell. Listen. With my magic ears. Oh, that ceased the spell, not cast a spell. Dang it. Who are you? The tree shivers as though a breeze has passed through it. Perhaps a chuckle.
I am a spirit, it replies, and an old friend.
What makes you say I'm lost?
Surrender cursed.
I must reach Mampang. You reply, thinking it only too late that this face might be one of the serpents in disguise. But your moment of fear passes. The tree does not react with alarm, only glee.
Mampang lies across the mountains, far away in every direction. Too far, too high, too long ago.
The voices sigh with despair. The voice sighs with despair. Misplaced the S.
The crown wreaks destruction, stranger.
I will retrieve the crown.
Look around, the tree replies. You have eyes that see. The destruction has already been wrought.
Crown caused this?
No, Analander, you have.
The face turns into a heavy frown.
Find Shadrach and perhaps you will understand. He awaits you at Fishtail Rock, yes.
Cool. Bye. I mean, I definitely didn't need to ask for directions then. That's interesting lore, though. You walking around the waste until you meet the edge of an old road. Yep. The sun is now on the lowest part of the sky. Soon it will be dark. The road snakes across the dust bowl in the near distance. You make out something through the haze. Not a tower, but a spire of rock that seems to flicker strangely. Behind you, a voice says, "Excuse me." Turn around. Who is it? No one in sight in any direction. Another spirit? Who are you? Oh, where are you? You call, half expecting a flanker to materialize upon the dust to greet you. There is no reply. The cold wind whistles around you. The plains feel suddenly far emptier than a moment before. The tree. Again? The tree again? Whatever. You follow the old road. The sun is almost set, and the sky has turned a deep purple. The road forks here, with the main path snaking up the mountainside to the east. Rocks have tumbled down the slope, but cover the road. Look, north? Okay, impressive stone stupa. East, yeah. Oh, I can walk back down the road. I can just waste all day and walk back and forth. The ground underfoot turns into rocks and scree. Night falls. You should find somewhere safe to sleep. If you are going through the night, you will be weaker for it, especially after so long walking on an empty belly. You pause near a great rock spire that sticks from the earth like a claw through cloth. Look at the rock. It's Fishtail Rock. The rock is a single shattered spire, once perhaps part of a shadowy mountain range to the east, or perhaps driven up through the ground by some geological quirk. At the base of the rock there is the mouth of a cave. Look inside the cave. You approach the cave with your hand on the blade. In the dark it is too hard to say how far the black goes, but someone has been here. There's a stack of pebbles against one wall, a little like the cairns in the tunnels of the Manticore. Okay. Cast Sun. Wait, hang on. Wait, no, not yet. Don't cast yet. Take the pebbles first. Yeah, give me those. I steal everything. Sun. You wind the stars into order around you, and the sun jewel starts to glow. It's a halo across into the dark sky. Look around. Can I look in the cave? Or just rest in the cave, I guess. You'll need to eat once a day to avoid hunger. Yes, I will eat once a day. I plan to eat. Eat something, yes. Is this not Fishtail Rock? You eat a quantity of your cheese and bread and feel much better for it. Then you close your eyes to sleep. You long for the human company, even the withering insults of Flanker. Yes. Day 2. You used one provision and found 4 new clues. Okay, is that not Fishtail Rock? Ah, god dang it. When morning comes, you step back out into the empty plain. Sunlight falls into the cave mouth, picking out marks in the stone. Someone seems to have scratched a message into the rock inside the cave. It's only just legible and must be ancient. Yes, Jesus Christ, my... Holding your sun jewel close to the rock, you can make out the ancient scratched message more clearly. Stranger, I am waiting for you, but so very long ago. I can summon you, if you will let me. Call my name to the skies, and I will hear you. From Shadrach. What do you mean, try calling out a name? It clearly says who wrote the name. Shadrach! You cry the name across the plains, and the echo of it seems to set off a distant avalanche. The ground begins to shake and rumble, and you stagger to your knees. The very earth is moving, as though it was splitting or merging back together. You reach down to steady yourself, only to find that grass is growing between your fingers. Am I back in time now? Yep. Oh. Have I fixed this area now? Or what? Or is this temporary? Is this a temporary arrangement? You pick yourself unsteadily to your feet, feeling sick and unwell. Everything around you is just the same, but everything is also different. The rock has 2 spires, for one thing. The cave seems smaller and darker, and in a fire pit built into the scrub at the mouth, a fire is burning. From inside, you hear the gentle sound of singing. Listen. You listen, and you stop and listen. Oh my god. The singer's a man with a voice like gravel moving over ice. He sings in a language you do not recognize, but its tune feels at once arresting and ancient, like the melody seems to soothe your soul. Soul music! I approach the fire. Shadrach, I am here! The singing stops abruptly. There is a coughing and a wheezing sound, and then an old man hobbles out from the cave, limping on a stick. This must be Shadrach himself, but you recognize the face as the tree spirit you met earlier.
Ah, it's you,
he declares, speaking thickly through his beard.
I have been expecting you.
He waves a hand through the landscape.
Welcome back.
Was that magic? You know who I am. Welcome back. You're Shadrach the... Was that magic, you ask? You point up to the 2-pronged rock spike. That rock grew back. He nods with pleasure. Does the rock fall? That's very interesting. Please. He gestures to the fireside. Join me by the warmth of the fire. I will get quickly cold. Sit. Yes, I trust this old man with my life. You sit down by the fire, and he does the same, leaning on the stick against the edge of the fire pit.
Do not be surprised or alarmed, he says. I know your mission, of course. I know all about you. And you know about me, I hope. Shadrach's my name, yes.
What do you know of me?
I know where you come from, and I know where you're going. And it is all one can know about anyone, don't you think?
And I know your journey is near from Carre.
Tell me, how fair is that city?
Stand still. Shadrach nods deeply.
I watched an army of marsh goblins scale the cliffs with swords and axes. There should be smoke rising on the horizon, but I see no such thing.
Okay, I'll stop with the voice. He grabs a handful of dry grass from the fire and tosses it into the fire pit, where it blazes for a moment of flame. He appears to change topic. I must warn you that no one from Analand has ever crossed the Backlands alone and survived. I've been told of the 7 serpents, and I was told you could aid me.
The serpents are most terrible, Shadrach answers. I have often seen them, but they are no more snakes.
Near snakes, god damn. Like I said last episode, I gotta get used to reading again.
I have often seen them, but they are no mere snakes. Do you know their legend?
Tell me. Shadrach nods.
It is said that thousands of years from now, a few years ago for you, perhaps, the Archmage of Mampang fought and slew a mighty hydra which dwelt in the caves of High Zamin. So formidable was a foe this creature had that the Archmage took its 7 heads back to Mampang, where he used his dark arts to resurrect them as 7 winged serpents. They became his personal messengers, his assassins, his force in dark places.
So they are undead creatures?
Not exactly, Shadrach replies. Silver will not harm them, if that's what you're thinking. Rather, the 7 serpents has a spirit to sustain it, that grants great power, but also a great weakness. Discover these weaknesses, and you will be able to defeat the serpents.
Unexpectedly, Shadrach stumbles. He smiles at you weakly. Show him my ring, yea. You take the serpent ring from your back and show it to Shadrach. Do you know what this is? You ask. Shadrach accepts it thoughtfully, turning it over in his thick palm.
I have never seen one, but I would say it was a serpent ring. There are only 2 or 3 of these in the ancient world. Or just one going around and around, you can never be sure.
What does it do?
I believe it's a component of a spell, though quite what spell, I fear I don't know. I'm no sorcerer, you understand. Try the Wizard of the Mountain, he adds. Climb there, through the trees.
Shadrach is shivering slightly now. Give him my Blimberry. He's getting weak. I mean, like, I can only cast a couple of spells before I pass out. And this dude's ancient. He's sustaining fucking time magic. Do you know the spirit serpent's weaknesses? Do you know their spirits? That's a good question.
No, 4 possessed by base spirits, earth, water, fire, and air. But the others are mysteries.
Shadrach coughs and then shivers.
Friend, he murmurs, I wish I did not have to go, but I must. I am close to the circle.
He gets his stick and pushes his feet. Yes. Farewell, and then... No, where are you going?
I go to rest. I will plant my feet into the earth, lift my arms as branches, and drink the sunshine for as long as there is water in the soil. Time to leave.
He raises his arms to demonstrate and then laughs and teeters over, catches himself with a stick and begins to cough violently.
There is not much time.
Farewell, then, and thank you.
Shadrach nods. We will meet again. We have already met, I think. I have left one more thing for you in there. Travel well. Remember, you walk through the fields of Ishtara, you are safe from the serpents, but if you do not return on your own time, you will never defeat them.
I see, so I'm safe while it's past time. How can I travel between these lands? Oh, he healed me. Look for beacons, he answers cryptically. Not really, I figure those are the telescopes. Why do I have a map? Whatever.
If any have survived in your time, they will hold a little of our ancient light still.
There's one on the north, by the river. Go there. Yeah, it's the telescopes. Let him go. He leaves, heading west across the fields and fading into a hazy dust that hangs in the air. You muse on what you've seen. It seems there's more to the Backlands than there first appeared. Look inside the cave, by the way. Can I steal his magic stuff? It's a gal horn. Toot toot. You lift the horn, put it out your tips and lips, and blow a note. It is clean and mellow-pitched, and makes the air stir with echoes. You silently thank the hermit for his gift. Good. I've been looking for a gale horn. You make your way back up to the old road that runs past the rock. It's not so old anymore, huh? To the north, you catch a glimpse of the tower Shadrach mentioned, covered in green ivy. West, you notice a young tree that surely wasn't there before. Light from your sun jewel fades, yes. Tower up to the north. I'm figuring the wizard's over there. Let me go give Shadrach some water. And across the prairie, a few clouds scud across the sky. You swat at pestering flies and midges. The dead tree you saw here earlier is now a young, strong sapling. In its shadow, a woman is cross-legged with her eyes closed. Look at the woman. Who is that? You watch the woman for a moment. She is breathing out slowly and murmuring under her breath. Perhaps she is praying. Or she's friends with Shadrach, like me. Around her neck she wears what looks like a giant's tooth on a leather string. A fleet of long, thin birds swoop and career? Career. Never heard that described for flying. Overhead, snatching flies from the steamy air. Steal the tooth from the woman! What a jerk I can be. Whatever. It's fine. It's just my character now. I'm a gorilla. I'm sure gorillas take whatever they can get. Whether they need it or not. Animals are pretty big on having tons of food. I hear it's a big social nicety in gorilla culture. For you to share your, I forget what gorillas eat. Oh man, or maybe that's just orangutans that share food if they want to be friends with somebody. Oh boy, coffee. It's not as bad as it was last time. It's actually pretty nice. Good coffee this time. No idea how you can make coffee any differently at all. But it just does. Want food, but got no money. Screwed, so it would seem. Oh boy. How's it go? That's why I came up with this brilliant scheme. Just steal everything, but... No, see. I made it seem like I was gonna click when I said just steal everything. But instead I said hello. You approach the meditating woman and cough quietly. Greetings! She opens one eye and then shakes her head sadly. You're meant to be over there, she says, pointing a little to the east. I go where I please. Indeed you do. Only I had imagined you not quite where you are. She taps the spot on her forehead. No matter. They tell me I will get better at divination with practice. Push her aside! What the fuck is... Wait, why can you be such a jerk in this one? Like, before, you couldn't just, like, randomly shove people around. Shake her hand. How very formal. Well met, stranger. My name is Elthira. Welcome to Ishtara, the land of peace and plenty. Sounds too good to be true. I'm from the grim, dark, awful future where everybody uses fucking bone weaponry and... wears weird hats, where people are so malformed you can't describe them as people anymore, but instead creatures. We are lucky, certainly, she nods politely. Will you sit with me for a while? Sure. Indeed, I need to practice my third eye, she says, tapping what appears to be a small gem stuck to her forehead. Perhaps we could play. Reaching to her pocket, she provides a handful of small stones. Swindle stones? Ooh, I do like swindle stones. Swindle stones? My teacher has used that name before. But that is not what we call it here. It's mind stones. I try to read your thoughts, and you try to read mine. Okay. I have that, actually. Yeah, I do have that. Oh, it's not a game of magic, but inner sense. But I'm no tell. I need magic to read minds. Nor me, but I'm learning. Oh. What's the stake? Perhaps if you win, I can give you the dice. I have dice. Whatever. That's not the character I was imagining. I was imagining something a little more, like, humble looking, not like Mind Lord Supreme. I was expecting, like, just kind of like a chill young lady. But she looks like she's about to, like, mind blast me. I was hoping we would play with 5 dice. Whatever. Oh, boy. When I came here earlier, it was a wasteland. Oh, boy. Probably don't tell her that. Called this place, I thought this place was called the Backlands. I'm exploring the plains. Where should I go? Played a game like this in Carre, but I had another name. Oh, boy. Let's... so you live out here? Came this way before? Ah, shucks. I do actually have a 3. Sure. When I came here earlier, it was a wasteland. This is a land of plenty and peace. So this place has never been a desert. Fudge. Maybe she can tell me how it turned... I changed it. Poor traveler, you must be weary. There's some magic at play. You know more than I think you... Aw, shucks, I wish I could say you know more than I think you do. But that would be 5 threes, and that's unrealistic. Shit. You know more than I think you do. 6 threes. Lady? Alright. 4! I had 1 3. So you are a traveler. Yep, so I am. Not by choice. I'm a sorcerer, you see. 2 2s. but a wandering one, I think. I long to travel. Travel is wearing, and there's never enough food. Perhaps you could travel with me. Ah, good. I am quite sure I could not. I would slow you down. Can't afford to waste time. You would most likely not enjoy the trip. Alright. Do not think my pity will stop me from seeing through your bids. Fool. Oh man, I missed Swindlestones. Let me tell you, every game that I play dice in, it's so disappointing now that I've played this, dude. This is a good dice game. Like, if I had more friends, I would play this with my real-life friends. I don't have any real-life... Oh, my God. You know what? Internet friends count as real-life friends. There you go. I might not be able to punch them in the stomach or whatever men do. But there you go. So you live out here? Called this place Ishtara. Yeah, I don't have any 3s, so let's go ahead and bid 2 3s. 2 2s, yeah, no. This place is Ishtara, and I've never heard of the Backlands. It's not a real place, at least. How far does it extend? To 3 2s? Ooh, I don't have any 2s. Ah, man, I wish I could ask about the Backlands, but, like, there's no way she would go for 4 2s. So the Backlands are a real place. The Backlands are a story, of course. A place of death where you go if you act ill in this world. I see. Also, you're lying. You're bad at dice. You have come through Carre. I have. It's a foul city. I have. I made 150 gold, apparently. It's such a small place. Shadrach says it will be important, but I doubt it. I would be happy to never go back. Here's a bid. 5 3s. Literally impossible. Continue? Yeah. You are a challenging mind. Maybe we play again. I guess. Let's play more Swindistons. Do I get anything? Or, like, because I'm pretty sure we've talked about all the topics. So you live out here. I'm exploring these plains. Where should I go? Let's bet 2 ones. Ugh. What do you wish to find? People? Magic? A good view? People, food, shops, information, magic. Both. All? No, that's... Both is not all. She listed 3 things. For people, head to Kariyama. For magic and a view, there are beacons, the towers, but the real wonder is the Lake Ilkala itself. Where are the towers? Is Kariyama a friendly... wow, you know what? There's no way I can get away with 6 ones. You have a lot of questions. I'm new here. I need answers. I don't understand this place. Oh, I wish I could bet 3 ones and... Ah, well. I cannot answer all of your questions. I am only young. I don't look young. Then who can I ask? Our village is in the foothills past the river. Our best diviners are... Oh, can I get a crystal ball? Our best diviners are there. Everything that is known, they know. I think you're wrong? It's probably talking about the dice, but geez, dude, have some manners. So you live out here, there's a game like this in Carré, yeah. Let's bet 2 4s. I've never been to Carré. It's such a small place. Small? Spent 2 days crossing it. I'm very, very slow. Closest city, surely. Oh, finally, I lost a die. Nice one. I'm gonna bet 1s. Your mind is very confusing. I should be able to see clearly into it, but I can't. I'm glad you can't. Oh, no. Game would be rather easy if you could. I will take that as a compliment. 1 3. Perhaps it is a compliment. I can't tell. What's it like to see into minds? Oh, also 2 4s. When a mind is clear, it's like swimming in a river. When the mind is muddy, well... Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call 3 4s. Nah. Let's die. Let's see. I'm gonna bet a 2. I have a 2, definitely. 1 2? Yeah. 2 2s. Nah! Ha! I tricked you, dummy. Look at you. You lose. I got so much lore. Your thoughts are deep. Another game. Whatever. Sure. How many times? You will find me a serviceable opponent, I hope. How many times can we do this exactly? I think I'm out of lore. So you live out here? No, I've already asked about our village. Fuck. Alright. 3 4... 3 1s. 3 1s, yeah. So you live out here. Not in the prairie, I live nearby, yes. Okay, 3 3s. Actually, you know what? I do have some 3s. Are there many people here? A whole world's worth. Why, stranger, the sun has put its heat inside your skull, I fear. Let's see about that. She definitely knows what's up. I'm trying to pull risky bets because she seems bad at the game, and 3 4s. 3 4s? How about 4 4s? Sure. Okay. Bye. Oh god, I have all the dice. If this was Witcher, that would be a pretty good hand, right? 2 4s. Yeah, I have 2 4s in this hand. Fool! I was fibbing! I only have 2 4s in this hand. How? easy you are to manipulate. 2? How about two twos? Yeah, two twos? Two twos. Now, you see, the only way you could have bet the one that was if you bid something you didn't have. Then I said 2 of that thing, then you called it. I cannot see another one! I'm out of lore completely. I'll be right back. I'm going to see if I can win another round. Yeah, no, she's still asking to play. I think she just plays infinitely. No more. I'm growing tired. She nods and gathers up the dice, and she drops them into your palm. I already have dice. You will have better use for them than I foresee as much. Yes, I already have some. Gently, you offer back the... Yep. Do not give up, you advise her. Many things take time. She looks into your eyes thoughtfully, then nods. Thank you, stranger. You are most kind. I must be going. Travel well, and come visit me if you will. She opens up the direction of the cliff you came down, then when you entered the backlands, but quite why is not clear. Okay, I want to look at the tree now. I want to say hi to Shadrach. Shadrach! It's hard to believe this is the same one you saw before. And look around. The woman gone. Okay. So where exactly at the cliff? Yeah, okay, so it looks like going towards the cliff is gonna, like, pull me out of this time. I should definitely probably explore as much as I can around here because, like, I'm, like, trapped in time. I think I'm back in time. I don't know, like, if I go back, if I go forward, am I gonna be, like, forward relative, or... Oh, geez, but if I go back now, I'm gonna have to fucking replay her all over again. Oof. Norris, I gotta pick carefully. I wanna go north. Walk across the last band until you come towards an old road. At its zenith, the wind picks up. Away from the road to the northeast, a curious stone structure overlooks. I don't think I can go that way, but I'll try. Oh no! Okay, alright. Oh, so wait, it stays like that? Oh, I see. Oh, I wish I could just go back. Like, but I would have to replay her, the whole thing. The whole conversation, that long-ass thing. Ah, jeez. Hello, tower. You got a wizard here? You step off the well-paved road that cut across the grassy fields and somehow replaced the plain before it was where it was before. The sun is hot now. As you reach the shadow of the Tower of Shadrach, called the Beacon, its sides are too smooth to be natural, and yet there are no stones or brickwork. It's like a gigantic game piece carved from a single block of stone. Thick gripweed curls up around the tower like wool around a bobbin. Beyond it, a river rushes past. Look at river? Pause for a while, watching the river rush past. The sound is calming, even though it is on the far side of the plains. On the far side, the plains continue. Somehow you must cross. Okay. Look for a door to the tower. You walk a full circuit around the tower, hoping to find a doorway, but there is nothing. The tower's sides are made of solid stone, if indeed it is a tower. From the top, something metal glints in the sunshine. You crane your neck up against the sun, and you try to make out what the gleam is. Some kind of brass fitting seems to be jutting out here. Strange to see worked metal and stone out here. Wasn't this place supposed to be barren? Okay. I'll be back in a little while. I gotta get going. I don't have a whole lot of time tonight.